All right. I want to start by giving all glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rikahakwadash. Double honor to the elders and the apostles and teachers and wise men of great millstone that I learned this truth from. Salutations to the elect out there. I want to do a quick lesson going into this situation right here in this video that I came across. It says protests erupt in Israel after 6 hostages unalived in Gaza. And as you can see, they're not going to have peace over there because they're not the people. You see, because if they were the people, they wouldn't have hostages unalived. You see, there wouldn't be war over there in Israel. Let's start with this scripture in Isaiah. Let's see. This is Isaiah 2. It says, God's universal reign. Let's see. Zoom in a little bit. It says, verse Isaiah 2:1. It says, the word of Isaiah, the son of Amos, saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem, the northern and southern kingdom. It says, and it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain of the Lord's house shall be established in the top of the mountains and shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall flow into it. You see, because when Yahweh comes back, he's going to set up the holy mountain of Yahweh. And he's going to set up the kingdom, the divine kingdom, and all nations shall flow to it, because these heathens are going to have to follow our laws and our ways, the ways of righteousness. They're not going to be allowed to do wickedness and worship, other gods, false gods. They're going to be tributaries. All right, verse 3, it says, and many people shall go and say, come and let us go up into the mountain of the Lord, whose name is Yahweh, to the house of the God of Jacob, and he shall teach us his ways, and we shall walk in his paths. It says, for out of Zion shall go forth the law and the word of the Lord, or the word of Yahweh from Jerusalem, you see. All right, verse 2. This is the point. It says, and he shall judge among the nations and shall rebuke many people, and they shall beat their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore, you see, which means you're not going to have situations like this happening. You see, over there in the Holy Land in Israel, you see, they're not going to be fighting. There's not going to be in-house fighting and fighting one amongst another. Before I play the video, let's get another scripture. All right, let's see. All righteous. Let's see, because all our people shall be all righteous. So there's not going to be a need for such foolishness. Let's see. Righteousness. Let's see. All right, this is all righteousness. Where is it? This is going to say that people shall be all righteous. But anyway, let's play the video. I'll just post it in the description box. All right, let's play the video.
Countless protests erupt where in Israel after 6 hostages are killed in Gaza. Here it is.
Tonight, tens of thousands of protesters packing into central Tel Aviv in Israel's biggest protest since the war began, to voice their anger after 6 more hostage bodies are found in Gaza, including Israeli-American Hirsch Goldberg Polin. Israeli forensics determining that Hamas shot all 6 of them at close range between Thursday and Friday morning. The protest tonight fueled by outrage at Prime Minister Netanyahu. 40-year-old Kamel Gat taken from Kibbutz Be'eri on October 7th among those 6 killed. Her cousin Gil Dickman saying Netanyahu should be held responsible for the hostage deaths.
Our Prime Minister Netanyahu decided that he wants to sacrifice her and all the other hostages to keep on fighting this war. And now we see what happens. Netanyahu, you killed them.
I'm with you, dear brother. Put up the picture. Are you going to say they're anti-Semitic? Are you going to say they're adversarial to Jews? They are Jewish.
No, they're not. They're not the real Israelites. And there's no such thing as Jewish. It's either you're an Israelite or you're not. These heathens, they try their best to take our identity. And in some way they have a little bit in this wicked kingdom. But when Yahushua comes back, he's going to restore all things. So hey, have as much fun as you like, you heathens, because the real sons of God, sons of Yahweh, are going to be manifest fully when Yahushua returns.
They are Semitic.
No, they're not.
So what storyline do you have now? What pivot do you have now? With millions watching and many show. You see, the Jewish people, the Israelis, blame Netanyahu for the original lack of security.
They're not the real people. That's why there's no peace over there in Israel.
The vast majority of Israelis oppose Netanyahu's out-of-control war. The vast majority of Israelis are for humanitarian aid. Now you see the protest. The vast majority of Israelis said no to Netanyahu's continued leadership before he decided to seize power by utilizing a tragedy and politicizing it. Hundreds of thousands of protesters took to Israel's streets in fresh fury on Monday over the government's failure to secure a ceasefire or hostages deal with the Prime Minister, Benjamin Netanyahu, with protesters lighting fires and chanting, "You are the leader, you are guilty."
He is a heathen. All right, I'm going to end the lesson. You can finish watching this video on his channel, Undisputed. But I'm going to end the lesson in Isaiah 14. All right, let's see. Isaiah 14, let's start at verse 1. It says, "For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land, the Holy Land. And the strangers shall be joined unto them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob." The strangers are those lost sheep of the house of Israel. And it says, "They shall take them and bring them to their place," you see. "And the people of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids." We're going to possess these heathens in the Holy Land for servants and handmaids. "And they shall take them captives," whose captives they were, "and they shall rule over their oppressors," you see. So you heathens, you're going to be ruled over by the sons of God, you see. So in the end, go ahead and enjoy the Holy Land. Let's see. Trodden down of the Gentiles until the time of the Gentiles be fulfilled. Let's see. Trodden down of the Gentiles. All right, so Lockie, I'll post it in the description box. Well, let's see if I can get it before it shuts off. All right, let's see.